final.
All right, a pleasant good morning to you from nukethehouse.com and Nuke the House Sports Picks. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Nuke the House College Football Game Plan Picks and Previews Game Day Live. I think we're on at the right time. I can't figure out which shows are supposed to be an hour and which are supposed to be a half hour, so my apologies there. Coming here, I thought the show was supposed to be a half hour today, so sorry if I missed the call time there. I've selected some games here to go over a half an hour here as we lead up to the big noon kickoff here on the Nuke the House Sports Betting channel, Nuke the House Sports Picks channel, as well as we got our shows here today, including coming up at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific. We've got UFC action from Rio. The guys will be here as well with college football today, and the action here from Rio with the UFC Rio and the main event tonight with Oliveira and Gamrot. Make sure you're joining the guys here on Nuke the House channel and get ready for some great action here today with college football and UFC Rio. Should be a good time and big fun here. And hey, don't miss one single college or NFL bet from the Nuke the House sports betting team. Our team of bettors was up over 128 units in college and in the NFL last season. We live bet every game during the NFL season here, so you can get our picks by watching our live betting shows or sign up for our live betting notifications that come right to your device through the chat and through the Discord. So I post my college football plays here all season long for Nuke the House. I got 3 plays behind the paywall today. I went with 4. I went with a game yesterday here as well with the over there in the game with South Florida it was 99 points were scored in South Florida and North Texas. So, well, we got that one right. And not a great week last week. So we're going to tone it down here. Maybe I could add one more, but right now I've got 3 plays behind the paywall here at visitnukethehouse.com. Sign up for any plan. We won't charge you unless you want to be charged. Use the code NUKETHEHOUSE for 1 free week. That's Nuke the House for 1 free week at nukethehouse.com. Come join the winners here at Nuke the House. All right, let's get into it right now and check out the action here. I'd love to hear from you guys in the chat as well. Jersey says, give me a winner. Let's do it. Let's just go right to the action here for Saturday. Go right up to the noon kickoff here with the biggest games in college football today. And let's preview them here on the Nuke the House Sports Picks channel here with a thank you, Nuke. We're going to get hopefully some Maddie, thank you, Maddie. Yeah, we're going to hopefully bring home some winners here today as well. I got some games behind the paywall there. Let's get into the hottest games today, shall we? And start with the big noon kickoffs. 2 hot games coming up here at the top of the hour. It's Alabama taking on Missouri as we're heading to the SEC for some big-time action here tonight with Alabama on the road, 3-point favorite, taking on Missouri here. Look, Alabama, are they back? Did they even go anywhere? Yeah, they lost that early game. Maybe they didn't look that good, but all of a sudden they're heating up here and have improved their record all of a sudden to 4-1. Right now, 2-0 in the SEC. Alabama won their first 2 SEC games, 24-21 over Georgia, 30-14 over Vandy. Alabama's had over 450 yards of offense in 3 of their last 4 games overall. Alabama just 7-13 against the spread in their last 20 games as a road favorite. So if anything, that's where they are a little bit clunky anyways in this particular Series 2, I want to say. Missouri is 5-0, 1-0 in the SEC. They beat South Carolina 29-20 to get things going under Coach Drinkwitz here. Missouri 16-11 against the spread as an underdog. Missouri also 8-3 against the spread as a home underdog here in this one. So, hey, I'm going to go with the under, I think, in this game here between Alabama and Missouri here with Alabama on the road. The game spread has gone from like 6.5 down to 3. So the move has been on Missouri here. The total also has gone down, was as high as 56.5 down to 52 here. But I'm going to take the under here in this one between Alabama and Missouri here on Saturday. Another one here, big noon kickoff with Ohio State taking on Illinois in this one. Ohio State's defense has been exceptional. Yeah, they've got great wide receivers. They got a quarterback doing a nice job as well. But you know what? Still at Illinois here, you just got to wonder. Yes, Illinois did end up losing that game, certainly, to Indiana. We know Indiana's got a big game later here as well, but still got to lay 2 touchdowns. Just covering this one because, hey, you still have Illinois just one loss here so far, so you're not going to necessarily just throw them out at this point. Yeah, 2 touchdown favorite here for Indiana for Ohio State on the road, and maybe they are looking kind of the best of all here at this point. But man, I just feel like when you're getting these many points on the road, it's 14.5 here. I'm going to take Illinois in this one over Ohio State plus 14.5 points tonight in this one. I think Illinois stays in here against Ohio State. Can't sell you many of the props, I think, here in this one, but right now at a 2 touchdown spread, I think just enough here. That hook, I don't want to say that hook gets us home. I'd like it to be a little bit more certain than that, but I am going to take Illinois here plus the points in this one against Ohio State. And Matt says, got to that back door. Oh, see, he says he doesn't like it because of the back door there. So, yeah, maybe that's why I am grabbing those points. All right. Let's keep going here on the action here on Saturday. We're heading up to the noon kickoff with Nebraska taking on Maryland. Man, you got 2 teams looking good here, 4-1 records coming into this one with Nebraska on the road. Man, Nebraska opened as low as a 4-point favorite. Now we're up to 7 here in this one. Boy, I'm not so sure that I'd be thrilled about laying it with them. I never am thrilled laying points with Nebraska. I'll tell you that. They're always a big letdown, especially laying points on the road. It feels like, I don't mind in previous iterations taking a little bit of Nebraska at home when they've been a slight dog as their, program kind of went south a little bit here for the last 20 years, but I won't say it like that. But I just think for me here in this one with Nebraska, I don't necessarily want to trust them. It feels like on the road as a 7-point favorite here in this one. So I've got to take Maryland here in this one against Nebraska. Give me Maryland in this game against the Huskers, and I'll take those 7 points. You better believe it. Next up is a great one here this afternoon at 3:30 Eastern and 12:30 Pacific time. In this one, we've got Indiana on the road taking on Oregon. The Hoosiers come in here as an underdog against the Ducks. They won here last year in a big surprise, as a part of the big surprise of last season. So they're not, they have the experience here to try to come and do it again. It's just a matter of how much of the gap now has Oregon here kind of closed back up on them, because we know Oregon's looking pretty strong here right now this season. Look, I'm a big Fernando Mendoza fan, and I think Indiana is kind of still for real. I don't think we've even come to terms with how good this team actually has been over the last couple of seasons. Right now, Indiana comes in 5-0, 2-0 in the Big Ten. They won their first road game last week, 20-15 at Iowa. They're just a 5-point win. Hoosiers did win their big other Big Ten game 63-10. So under Signetti, they are 19-8 against the spread in the Big Ten so far, and they're also 10-4 against the spread under Signetti when coming in off of a win. Under Lanning, the Ducks are 13-7 against the spread as a home favorite, and 20-10 in the Big Ten. Under Lanning, Ducks are 18-9 against the spread their last 27 coming off of a win. Ducks outgained Indiana in that game last year, nearly 500-200. But still, Indiana won the game 30-24. It's a 20.5 point dog, remember. So Big Ten home favorites are just 3-6 so far this season in conference play here, but still Indiana having to travel here to play Oregon in this one. And, well, I think for me in this one, I've got to go under with Indiana and Oregon. And now that it's up to 53 here, I'm going to take the under in Indiana and Oregon. Thank you for joining us here on the Nuke the House channel. And thanks for everyone. Some comments. Matt's doing it for me here. He says, check out the pricing here on the Nuke the House Sports Picks and get our premium picks behind the paywall today. Our great top plays from the guys in NASCAR, college football, and UFC today. It's going to be a fun card today. You know, I did a show. We did a preview show a few weeks ago on one of the cards, and our guest picker was Michael Aswell, and he's on today's card. And man, his opponent looks like he has a broken hand, or are they just a wasp bite? So we'll see. Aswell's line went up to over $2 after everybody saw the hand of Oliveira, who was it? Let me get Aswell, his opponent, Lucas Almeida. Yeah, Lucas Almeida's hand was all swollen. So we'll see. Hopefully that fight does go off as scheduled. I want to see Aswell do well in Brazil as kind of the road team there. He's up to minus 250 today. Keep it rolling here right now. Red River rivalry with Oklahoma taking on Texas in this one in Dallas, of course. And it'll be half burnt orange. It'll be half maroon at the Texas State Fair with Oklahoma and Texas here in this one. Oklahoma 5-0, 1-0 in the Big 12. Oklahoma has 2 big wins over Michigan, over Auburn so far. They held those teams to just 288 yards of total offense. Mateer, this is the big news. Mateer, he is going to be in this game for sure. The former Washington State quarterback, now at Oklahoma, looking like one of the best quarterbacks in the country for sure. And you want him certainly in the lineup here. And I think this one goes over in this one, guys. It's up to 44.5. It was as low as 42.5. So maybe not the best value here, but I'm going over in the Red River rivalry. I know we have 2 of the top 5 defenses in the country here, no doubt about it. But I think with Mateer in the game, he'll be the big difference. What will we see from Texas in their offense? Will they ever get it together here? Manning so far, 2 career starts, and we want to see more, right? We want to see more from Manning here. I don't mean 2 career starts, but I mean coming into the season anyway. But so far for Manning, not worried necessarily. It's just that, in these tougher games, it feels like this is the tough part for Manning here at this point. Now, Texas lost at Ohio State 14-7 and at Florida 29-21. They beat their stiffs for sure, big time. So under Sarkisian, Texas is 46-36 against the spread as a favorite, but just 18-12 against the spread on the road. Oklahoma's won 7 of the last 10 meetings. Last year, Texas won 34-3 in the game here in Dallas, but This time around, I might be thinking it might be a little bit closer, but anyway, in this one between Oklahoma and Texas Red River rivalry, I got to go with the over in this one. And man, kind of, well, give me the over here. Kind of want to go with the side and the total. Thanks for joining us, everybody. The Jersey's here. He says, how about FSU, Ramon? We got you over here on the uh, Nuke the House Sports Picks channel, and we know that the uh, Seminoles in action. Let me see if I can't help you out actually with that one. Pittsburgh and Florida State. Thank you, Jersey. I'm all about it here in this one with Pittsburgh and FSU. For me, look, I think it's a little bit of a problem actually coming into this game for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh lost at West Virginia 31-24. They're 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 games. Road underdogs. So I'm going to have to take Florida State here. Yes, Florida State lost 2 games. They lost at Virginia. They lost at home to Miami. But I'm a Castellanos fan, and I think here the Seminoles, the numbers aren't great as far as them getting numbers here. Pitt won their last visit here, but that was back in the pandemic season. So I'm going to take Florida State. I'm going to go ahead and lay 10 points in that one. Hope that's okay there to Jersey. Thank you. Matt says 2 suspect offenses, 2 good defenses. I think so for sure, Matt. That total pretty high, wasn't it? Up in the high 50s, almost 60 points in that one. That did look a little high, didn't it, in the Pittsburgh Florida State game? But I'll go ahead and take Florida State. But 59. What is it now? Let me see. Actually, I didn't do a graphic for that game. Thank you for the suggestion, though. However. And Castellanos throwing a pick. Matt says under in the game there with Pittsburgh and Florida State. It's down to 57. So I will take the under here in this. Or I'm sorry, give me make sure. I am taking Florida State minus 10, even 10.5 here a little bit. I'm seeing. So give me Florida State in that one. All right, thanks a lot, guys, here on the Nuke the House channel. We got a few more to go here. Florida taking on Texas A&M. A little more action here in the SEC with A&M at home, favored by 7, and the total 47 here in this one with the Gators coming in. The Gators, I think, are pretty live, actually, in this game today against Texas A&M. Texas A&M right now does come in here and right now a 7-point favorite, but earlier the line was here. Let me make sure I have the right earlier line in the game. Oh gosh, guys. A lot of great card here today in this one. So let me make sure I get it here. Texas A&M, a 7-point favorite. They did open as high as 8, down to 6.5 here a little bit offshore. Total 47.5 here in this one right now. A&M coming in, of course, undefeated right now, and still should be, Florida. Seems like they've been taking a little bit of the sharp action here, in my opinion, so far. So we'll see here in this one. But I'm taking the points here, actually, with Florida in this game today against Texas A&M. I'm actually going to take the Gators here in this one. Florida comes in here, right? And look, both teams with a solid record here so far. But we know Florida did have losses by 2, 10, and 19. So, yeah, they're 2-3, but I think they're much better than their record. Napier's 24-12 against the spread as an underdog, 14-7 against the spread as a road underdog. Meanwhile, A&M just 8-12, their last 20 against the spread off of a win, 9-14, last 23 conference games coming in. So I'm going to take Florida here in this one against A&M. Michigan and USC here with SC favored at home in this one against Michigan, right? And man, SC here, a little bit of a move to SC for sure, but up to 2.5. This total's gone up as well. here. And I think we'll still see SC's offense continue to look pretty good. They did get upset at Illinois last week, but they still scored 34 points. And yeah, maybe it was a body clock game or whatever, but I think getting Michigan here at home now, Michigan on the road lost to Oklahoma 24-13. They beat Nebraska on the road 30-27. Michigan's defenses look strong here, especially against the run. Their quarterback Underwood's done a nice job, 1,000 yards in 5 games so far this season. Michigan's also been pretty opportunistic, +6 in the turnover column. Michigan 21-13 against the spread last 34 conference games. SC, however, with Jordan Mayaba here, I gotta like his chances today. I'm actually laying the points with USC in this one. Riley 13-7 against the spread as a home favorite, and also here Michigan did upset SC last year as a 4.5-point dog. So I'm going to go ahead and take SC here in this one, -2.5. Georgia's taking on Auburn here with Georgia on the road. 4-point favorite, total 46.5 for the Dogs, laying those points on the road. But we're on the SEC road here in the South's oldest rivalry in this one with Georgia on the road here. I got to think defense. I mean, look at this total at 46.5. I think this is going to be a slugfest, quite frankly, here. And maybe, just maybe, it comes down to a field goal. I don't know if I want to lay more than a field goal here, but Georgia's 1-7 against the spread their last 8 games as a road favorite here. Dogs are 5-18 against the spread their last 24, coming in off of a win. Auburn's gone under in 4 straight coming into this game, and the series has gone under in 11 of the last 15. Georgia has gone 7-0 straight up, 5-2 against the spread their last 7 in this series, and the Dogs are 4-1 straight up their last 5 visits to Auburn here. But I'm going to go with the under in this one at 46.5 with Georgia and Auburn. Couple more, keep you rolling here throughout the day, and these are my complimentary selections here on the College Football Game Plan Picks and Previews Game Day Live. Here, 30 minutes before kickoff, leads you up to the big noon kickoff, and we got a great one here with BYU on the road, taking on Arizona. In this one, you got BYU favored by 2.5 now at Arizona. Definitely a move here, too. BYU here, I don't know if I want to trust them necessarily on the road in this particular matchup, but they're still 5-0. They've looked great here under Coach Sataki. Not his best role, not BYU's best role necessarily, but Bachmeier, 7 TDs and 1 pick so far, 1,000 yards passing. Arizona comes in 4-1, 2-1 in conference play. They lost at Iowa State, but have a confident quarterback in Fafita here. Arizona 9-5 against the spread. Last 14 is a home underdog coming in. BYU's actually won the last 4 meetings between the two teams. Under is come in 6 of the last 7 meetings between the two. I got to go under here with BYU and Arizona in this one. Down here to 47. It was 51.5, but hey, I come on here 30 minutes before kickoff. I can't. I guess I could put it in the paywall, but it still would have went down. Anyways, I still like the. I'm going to go under here. It's definitely been going down though. Not much value, but I'm going to take the under. Okay, one more here on the card. Good records here again. Another Big 12 matchup between Arizona State. Take it on Utah here. Arizona State's 4-1, 2-0 in conference play, but no Levitt. That's why the spread's 10 and not 5 or 4.5. Arizona won 27-24 against Baylor. They won 27-24 against TCU. Now, their quarterback will be Sims here. He's an experienced quarterback. I mean, he played at Georgia Tech. He played at Nebraska. He has 2 years worth of starting experience. So kind of interesting that the spread has moved 5 whole points. Dampier, I don't know about Utah's offense all that much. Now they're 4-1, 1-1 overall. They've blown out all their teams, but they also got blown out Utah 26-15 against the spread as a home favorite, 51-32 in conference games, dating back, of course, to the Pac-12. Utah's won and covered 4 of the last 5 in this series. Arizona's lost the last 3 visits to Utah by a combined, get this, 110-27. Unders come in 8 of the last 12 meetings between these two, between Utah, between Arizona State and Utah here. So, man, 110-27 on the series between these two. Wow, that is kind of a big discrepancy for sure. But still, Utah has been running the ball quite well, 240 yards in 3 of their 4 FBS games so far this season, and Utah has allowed also some big yardage here as well coming into this one. So I just think today in this matchup with Arizona State and Utah, let me make sure I give you the right play here, guys, in the matchup here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take Arizona State in this one. I still believe in Arizona State here with Sims in there at quarterback. All right, that's going to do it here for the Nuke the House College Football Preview Show. Enjoy the action here today. Make sure you join us here at Nuke the House and join the guys also for the live coverage today here on the channel. And they'll be by with the college football and then also the UFC coverage from Rio, 4:15 Eastern, 1:15 Pacific is the first fight, and the guys will be here before that as well. That's going to do it. I'll catch you tomorrow here with Holden. We'll preview the NFL on the Nuke the House channel and for Nuke the House. I'm Ramon Scott. So long. Enjoy big noon kickoff in college football Saturday here on the Nuke the House channel.